Cork City's skyline is about to change forever, with the demolition of the R&H Hall grain silos on the city's south docks. The 12,500-ton capacity silo on Kennedy Quay is a 33-meter industrial structure, which has dominated Cork's skyline for the past 90 years. The demolition is needed to progress the €350 million redevelopment plan for Kennedy Quay. Because of design and structural impediments and reasons of deterioration, it was not found possible to conserve or to safely repurpose the buildings. The R&H Hall building will be replaced by a new sustainable landmark building that occupies the same footprint, making reference in its design to the industrial characteristics of the silos. The architectural expression of the new buildings will reflect and mirror the silos. Construction of the silos for the Cork Milling Company, operated by John Furlong and Sons, was completed in November 1934 and was an imposing structure, an outstanding landmark in Cork for its day. The mill was designed by an English engineer, Mr. William Littlejohn Phillip, OBE, a consulting engineer, whose very extensive knowledge and experience in storing grain in bulk in deep bins was well known. He was a world expert in the bulk handling of grain and coal, and designed silos in many parts of the world, including Ireland. The construction of the foundations and the entire concrete exterior of the building were carried out by Messrs. Peter Lind & Co. Limited, of London. The method of constructing the concrete structure was achieved by the continuous casting process, which entailed the continuous pouring of liquid cement simultaneously over the whole area, so that every 24 hours, the height rose 4 feet, and so on, every day, to the top. Sand came from local Cork pits, and an additional 1,000 tons of granite chips were brought by steamer from Browhead, Goleen in West Cork. These chips were mixed with several thousand tons of cement and sand, and this concrete was knitted into one solid mass by thousands of intermingling reinforcing rods throughout the whole area of the structure. This poured concrete was erected around a 600-ton internal structural steel framework that was built by Messrs. Smith and Pearson Limited of Dublin, giving the finished building a dead weight of over 20,000 tons. The total height of the building to the top of the elevator tower from street level is 135 feet. The building today still contains all of its industrial machinery, and the OCP has embarked on a comprehensive archaeological recording and conservation process within the R&H Hall complex. The process is painstaking, as some of the machinery in the silos, such as grain dryers, almost match the 33 height of the silos. The intention is to put some of this machinery on display in time as part of the overall Kennedy Quay redevelopment. This includes installing grain hoppers in the reception area of the new silo building, which will have the same footprint, and will architecturally reflect the industrial characteristics of its predecessor. A core element of the redevelopment plan will be the restoration of the historic Odlums Mills building, and the creation of a landmark rooftop destination, offering panoramic views over the city centre. The 6-story brick building, designed by Cork architects, Messrs. Chillingworth and Levy, and built by contractors John Sisk and Sons, features an Art Deco-style frontage that was constructed between 1933 and 1934. It is an iconic structure in Cork and is listed on the National Inventory of Architectural Heritage. Similar to the machinery within the R&H Hall silos, it is intended to reuse and feature some equipment internally and externally as part of the redevelopment where feasible.